The person on screen now is the one who requested this. And I just want to say, if you guys want anything, just please request it. I am still in a writing mood. I only have 2 books to work on. And I wanted to give a quick apology for this one. This one is kind of short and also kind of is what people don't usually know as a mind reader. It has a different plot reasons for a mind reader. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you noticed, I am getting a little sick. So I am so sorry for my voice, but hopefully you guys enjoy. You volunteered at a vet. You loved animals, but you may ask, why do you volunteer at a vet when your quirk makes you read minds? What I didn't tell you is how or what she could do with reading minds. Animals. She could read the minds of animals. It helped when animals needed treatment the owner didn't know, or even the vet. The animals could just think of what was wrong with, and boom, you'd know it. And that's how you met a certain someone. Hey, your little boy is here, one of the workers said to me when I was playing with the kittens. Once I got up, I could hear the little "No, stay with us" that came from them. But making your way to the front door, you saw Shinso with a fluffy kitten. Well, I should say kitty. That you knew as Crystal. He was a very fluffy kitty, and I don't know how, but he was so soft. I and never had a knot in his fur. So, what is he in for this time? I giggled out. I think he wanted to see you. After we got home, he wouldn't stop, and maybe came here to see you. He spoke, not wanting the others to hear him. He giggled out. He had been your boyfriend for a year now, and you were the one who asked him out because he was a shy boy at the time. Crystal, once on the floor, tried to jump into your arms, for he loved you more than his owner. After you're done, could we hang out? He asked. You remember, I can leave when I want. I'm not being paid to be here, you giggled out, him blushing at the reason. Hey, Maya, I'm leaving, you called out. Okay, see you again at 3 p.m. tomorrow, she yelled out from down the hall. Now outside with Crystal in your arms, him purring. What you didn't know was that Shinso was staring at you, thinking of, unholy things he didn't want to do, but do you want ice cream? You snapped him out of his thoughts. Sure, where to? He asked with a tint of blush still on his face. Now, sitting on a bench, you could see Crystal playing with butterflies. You know, I love spending time with you, he spoke out, looking in the distance. It's hard to spend time with you since we are in dorms, he finished. You know, you say that all the time, you giggled. I know, but sometimes I feel like I never see you, he spoke, sitting closer to you. You giggled out. He acted like a kitten that didn't want to be away from its mother. You know, there is a way for us to be closer, right? I giggled out. What do you mean? He spoke. It's not that what I mean, you giggled. What I mean is that I could live by your dorm. Well, the dorms, aka UA, you giggled. He chuckled. Ha. Yeah, that would be good. That's when Crystal came up to us. He meowed, Shinso not knowing what he meant, but Yin did. What do you want? He asked Crystal. He wants you to pick him up, you spoke. Oh, then come here, he said. He pet, his face purring. He loved him, but sometimes he didn't like him, for he didn't know what he wanted. But he loves him anyways. Free food. You giggled, reading his mind. What's wrong? He asked. Oh, nothing. You blushed at being caught. After a couple of minutes of talking, you guys decided to go to your house, with Crystal in his hands. Opening the door, the little kitty jumped out of his hands and ran to the fluffy pillow on your couch. You know, I love having you over, you spoke. Then Crystal meowed out loudly. And you giggled at Crystal. I'm going to make curry. Want some? You said, walking towards the kitchen. You heard a meow from the living room. Crystal, you know you're not allowed in the kitchen. You heard Shinso. That's when you heard a little thump coming from the living room. You knew it was Shinso because when you turned around, there he was, Crystal. Hey, you know the rules, and don't be mean to Shinso, you said to the white furball. Aw, but why not? You heard the cat think. Be nice, or he will make you pay rent, you giggled. What's he saying this time? He said, coming into the kitchen. He he wants to be mean to you, you said, still making the food. Here you go, you said, putting down some food for Crystal, but not curry. God, I missed your food, Shinso said, eating your food. You just had it yesterday, you giggled out. God, God, we sound like an old married couple. He laughed out. You giggled at this response. We did, though. He was right. Oh, he was right, though. You know, when I become a hero, we could be married, he chuckled. Maybe, you giggled, with Crystal now sitting on your lap. Once again, I do have to apologize for this story being so short. I wanted to make it longer, but the thing that was in my mind was what I came up with. And so right now I am working on a villain Todoroki from, I can't remember who, I would have to look, from, sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but I just looked it up. And so that will be next, and then it'll be a mermaid listener ex Bakugo, who is a Dragon King. So if you guys want anything else, please write it down in the comments and I will do those. But just remember, I do have schedules. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, lovelies. And if you tend to listen to me a lot, you know I do ramble.